Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video I'm going to show you guys some purchases, some trades. I'm going to show you where we're at on the charity event, and then we're also going to open up some booster packs. We'll do that at the very end. So I've got in some pretty cool stuff. It's not going to be like huge volume in this one like I've had in some of the videos, but I'm going to show you what I got. Picked up this Boost Energy. Let me tilt this down just a little bit. It is it's another PSA 10 for my Aquapolis Reverse Holo set. You know, just a cheap pickup. Let's see what else we have here. There we go. I got this one from Cool Trainer Ryan. He sent a Dawn Fan Reverse Holo from Aquapolis, and he also sent a free Unified Minds booster pack. So we're going to add this one to the stack of stuff to open up at the very end of the video. Alright, next up from Gem Mint Pokemon. Got a nice little stack of PSA 10s from Aquapolis, probably a few from Expedition and Skyridge as well. He put a cool little note on there. But I don't know what I did because it was like on the packaging. It's got the water cube. I think what I did was I went through and I just did a random search for Aquapolis Reverse Holo PSA 10. And if it was under $100 and I needed it for my set, I just went ahead and bought those. There wasn't actually that many. Same thing with Expedition and Skyridge. I think Skyridge only had like 1 or 2 cards. But I thought, you know, let me just add a few, slowly tick them off. You know, maybe I'll get to that Gem Mint 10 set here in time, but it's probably going to be a while. A lot of this stuff is really tough to find at all, much less in mint condition. Alright, next up. So for the trade, I traded the Sealed Overgrowth Gold Strip deck for this. We have the Lava Legendary Collection deck. And again, this is for the charity event from Pokédex Challenge. Now, I have been disqualified. I didn't realize it at first that I couldn't trade for Pokemon items that weren't single cards. Like I could only trade for a single card since you start off with a single card. And I traded, my second trade was for a Sealed Venusaur, and then my third trade was for the Sealed Overgrowth deck. And Pokédex reached out, he's like, hey man, just make sure you're trading from sealed, you know, not for sealed product but for single cards. And I was like, yeah man, I was like, alright, cool, I get that. If you need to disqualify me, you can. And then you know, I understood the rules at that point. But then all the offers I was getting have really been for all the good offers have been for sealed product and stuff that's not really single cards. So it's not, you know, this event, to me, it's more about the charity and the trading and the community part of it. So I'm okay with being disqualified from the I guess the challenge itself, from like being the winner. But you know what? If we can maximize for the charity, that would be awesome. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the charity in this video, since we are 4 trades into it. The one that I plan to donate to is the Appalachian Backpack Ministry. If you guys have ever heard of that, it's kind of like the Operation Christmas shoebox, or the Operation Christmas Child, where you send the shoeboxes, but it's for the Appalachian coal mines, where it's like really poor here in the Appalachian area. It's something more near and dear to my heart. And what we do is you actually take like a backpack. You buy a backpack and then you fill it up with the similar kind of stuff, but you also put food in there too, because a lot of times these places, they don't have food. You could put, you know, more clothing, but it allows you to do more, and you personalize it for yourself. You can't, I know with like the Operation Christmas Child, you spend $20 and that's about it. Usually these cost a lot more, but they're more geared towards specific children. They get delivered these backpacks, and then they can use them for school as well. If you've ever been up in the coal mine area for missions, man, it is so poor through there. But this trade right here, this was brought to us by Trainer D Yellow. He's got an Instagram page. I made sure to thank him because I think the value on this, he gave me at least like a $200-300 trade up value. I put the value of this deck at about $1,000 just because it's one of the most popular decks that was printed, because it's like a hollow deck. I mean, it's got the reverse foil on, it's got Charizard, it's the lava. It actually has a non-hollow Charizard inside, and then you also get a deck. Plus, you also get a reverse holo, a random reverse holo from the set. So you've even got a chance to get a reverse holo Charizard in there, which, you know, is pretty crazy. And this deck is in really good shape. But here's this note: TCA, thank you for the opportunity to participate in the charity event. I hope my contributions help you bring home the gold. Well, we're probably not going to win. We can't actually win now, but again, this is more for charity, giving back to that. What'll happen is at the very end, I have up to 10 trades. I'm still going to abide by the other rules just for the spirit of the game. So I think it's really cool what PokeDeek is doing. I'll auction it off, and then I'm going to cover any of the fees from the sale itself and shipping. And so whatever, say that this ends on eBay, and this is the biggest item we have for $1,000, then $1,000 would be donated for this program. All right. Now, we're going to keep moving on. Thank you so much, Trainer DL Yellow. I definitely appreciate you taking a hit, for that. And then if anyone, we're probably past lava now by the time you guys see this video because I'm trading as fast as I can. But if you are interested in participating in doing some kind of trade for some kind of item that would sell better than whatever the current item is in auction, just reach out to me. I have an email down there below, or you could message me on IG or Facebook. Well, don't message me on Facebook. I hardly ever get on there. What I did forget to show from Jim at Pokemon is he actually threw in something free. We have a Red Cheeks Yellow Pikachu. I'm going to open this up. It looks like he also put in the CD Shadowless Pikachu. So this is one of those one touches. Oh wait, no it isn't. It's screwed in. Okay, so for those of you who are looking at this card and you're familiar with the Japanese Best Song CD print, you know that this is the Japanese stock version. You can tell by the color variation. Yeah, this one does have red cheeks and this one does have yellow cheeks, but there's a yellow cheek version like this that was printed on US, English stock, and looks basically exactly like this other than the red cheeks. Now it doesn't have a double stamp border. I know in the US print they double stamp the yellow border, so it's not as dark. The card itself is lighter, and then you're not going to be able to tell immediately from looking at it, but this card is going to be much more translucent than the English card, which is hardly, it's really, really tough to see through it at all. Like, I got my phone right here. Let me see if I can turn on my flashlight. Maybe we can see through it. The flashlight. Yeah, you can see it right there. See the cheeks? And that's one of the easier ways to tell that this is on Japanese stock. You can see the swirl really well. Let me take that off of there. I didn't turn it off, which you're probably going to see. I mean, this has an extra layer of plastic. You can kind of see through his belly. I'm pushing on it really hard, like it's right on the card. But like with this one, you can see the cheeks really well. I'm backed off pretty good. You get right on it. I mean, you can see the whole flashlight. So that's pretty cool that he threw in there that these in for free. This one will grade a lot easier, Gem at 10. If you're familiar with the stock, it has almost like a semi-gloss stock to the front side, and then on the back side it's got those nice Japanese borders all the way around, which this one wouldn't get to 10 because of that little white nick, but in general these are going to grade much easier on the PSA side. Alright, thank you Gem at Pokemon for that. Next up we have, this is from Lewis on IG. I assume you probably put like a business card or something in there. I'll show that here in a minute. But he sold this to me for roughly, it was right under $1,800 USD at the time. But it is a Gem Mint 10 no symbol Kangaskhan. Most of you know what that is. If you don't, on the original Jungle set, they always had that little symbol right here. That's what distinguished it from base set. With the symbols, I guess. The base set didn't have any symbol. There's nothing right there. But subsequent sets had some kind of symbol. You can see with Aquapolis, its symbol is that little teardrop. Expedition has got like that Pokeball. For Jungle, they had one right here. It was like this little jungle flower or something, something like that. But for part of the Hollow run, I think there was 8 runs, and 1 out of 8 runs, there was an entire run of Jungle Hollows that didn't not have this symbol. So they're relatively common to find, but they are way more uncommon than the regular hollow. And they're tough to get in PSA 10. Jungle hollows in general are tough to get in PSA 10. And then on top of that, you got the Kangaskhan. So Kangaskhan, definitely one of the toughest ones. You got Kangaskhan and Vaporeon. Those two are super hard to get in PSA 10. But this one is Gem Mint 10, and it's Kangaskhan, and it's no symbol. So I was happy to pay a premium on that. It looks like he threw in some stuff for free. Yeah, let's see what we got going on here. Lots of delays still from COVID. I was happy to see this one kind of come in. He said he was getting worried, but really it came in pretty fast. So we have a stickers pack. We'll add that to the stack to open up. And then it looks like we also got a tops pack. That's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to open this up. Maybe we'll pull us something really nice out of there, which I don't see his little IG card, but it's Lewis. If you go to my IG, you'll see a picture of me where I tagged him with this picture and with his free stuff. It probably won't actually show what this is. It'll show it's still packaged up, but it'll have him tagged right there at the very top of the line. So go check out his IG. Very good transaction, very smooth. All right, next up, probably the most expensive purchase that I had that was kind of almost outlandish. So thanks for your purchase. I hope you enjoy the card. It was really hard to let go. PDMGN Collectors. And I paid, this is definitely a record price on this one, and I would not recommend investing in something like this unless you really wanted to keep it yourself. It's a Charizard G Level X, probably the most that a Level X has ever sold for. And I did just make that up, so don't hold me to it, but I'm going to say that at $3,100, it's the most that this card itself has ever sold for. And like I said, probably any Level X. But the reason this one is so expensive is, one, because it's a Charizard. Two, it is DP 45. I remember recently selling an extra Charizard Level X for $300. It was not the DP 45, it was the one from the packs, which is probably just as common as this one. Probably harder to pull from a pack than to buy a 10 and get this one as a promo, but it is much easier to grade because it comes from booster packs. This right here is really tough to grade, and the reason being, if you're familiar with the Level X 10s, they had these window 10s that you take off the top, and they had this little plastic thing set on the front. The window 10 was like a little octagon. To keep that card, at the top from moving around, they pushed it down in this plastic that had these 4 little plastic knobs, basically, that hooked in the card, and you had to bend the card down in there, or I think what they did is they just had something to push it down in there, and there was always these 4 little notches on the card itself. And this one, I tell you, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find those notches. So I'm glad that is the case, and it's just not like a really weak 10, because that's about what I was expecting on this one. But it looks very nice. It's got good centering. Got the Charizard G Level X, DP 45, and a Gem at 10. And I added this to my Master Charizard set. So I was happy to finally get that one. I did not want to pay $3,100 for a freaking Level X Charizard. But you know what? That was the price. He had it up for sale for $3,500. I think I made an offer of like $1,500. Of course, he declined that. And then when I saw it go into auction, I was like, I tell you what, I'll give you $3,000 for it. And he said, you know what? I would have took it. But now this is an auction, I'm going to let it go, and I ended up paying $3,100. So it was right over what I wanted to pay. But I am glad that I have this one now, and it is checkmarked off of the list. I'm going to stick it back in my Charizard collection. All right, next up, last but not least, we have a first edition Gym Heroes booster box. This box I originally sold to Devin for, I think it was $4,750. He ended up buying those 3 heavy base set booster packs, and so we actually discounted that off of the price, because a lot of the first edition boxes, I do believe they're going to start coming back down just a little bit right now, just because the market is starting to saturate up again. And it's June. June is like the worst month for Pokemon sales that there is. It's always been that way for me. Usually my best months are like October, November, and then February, January, February, and it starts slowing down in March. But I mean, that didn't happen this year because you guys know why it didn't happen. And I'm thinking now with PSA reopening back up, people opening most of their business back up, vacations opening back up, and it being June, this stuff should slow down a little bit. We're going to move on from the money part of that, and we're going to look at all these packs that we did open up. Let me tilt that up just a little bit. So these 3 are actually being opened up for Patrick. We're going to open up those last, and then this is the free stuff. So I'm going to start off with the Unified Minds pack that comes from Cool Trainer Ryan. All right, cool. The code is turned around, so maybe we have a shot at pulling something good. Was it 4 cards? I think that's what it is. All right, there we go. We got a Water Energy Cherish Ball. That's pretty good for a deck. Tag Switch. Got some other stuff. Come on, Mewtwo and Mew Hyper Rare. Riolu and oh, we did get a Hyper Rare. It is Rowlet and Alolan Executor. Wow, man, it's got good centering. Let's check the back. Centering doesn't look as good on the backside, but I think it's because these tag teams kind of throw you off. Like this one looks like it has really good centering if you're looking at it, but I think the tag team stuff is actually supposed to be, shifted a little bit this way. Like you're actually supposed to see a little bit more of that border on one side than the other. But man, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Cool Trainer Ryan. I know him and PokeRev work pretty close together. And every deal I've done with him has been absolutely perfect, and then some. Alright. Let's see if I can get into this. Little team bag for the Pokemon stickers. Where is it at? There it is. Thing. Alright. Now these are known to be flipped around, backwards, upside down. These things can be sitting in any direction, so I'm just going to open it straight as it is. There we go. Right from the start. Backwards, Kakuna. Still connected. We have a Kadabra. Got Tangela. Oh, check it out. I didn't realize it, but that's actually got Blackface Jinx on it. Then we have Geodude, Arbok, Nidoking. Man, these things are attached. Alright, we have a Vaporeon. That's probably the best one right there. And then we got Doduo and Officer Jenny with the hurt Pikachu. Man, I'll tell you what, I went back through and started watching some of those beginning episodes. She got on to him. Alright, now we're moving on to Tops. I'm kind of excited about this one. You can get some really good stuff out of these Tops packs now. Now these could be, ooh, they're loose, that's good. These are going to be turned around, backwards, stuck together. Got Pidgeotto, Charmander, Machop, Golduck. You can kind of see where the card was stuck to the Golduck. Paris, Jigglypuff, and Fearow. So nothing too cool there. I'd probably say my favorite. Oh wait, these are stuck together. Maybe we have something here. Wow, stuck back. That's the hollow too. Dang man, that's wrecked. Okay. Well, we have Professor Oak. We did have Professor Oak, and these are, it's got that texture to it, so yeah, these are red tops. That's pretty cool. Much more harder to find. I hate to ruin that hollow, but I don't think that had a chance. Alright, so now we're on to the 3 Japanese packs for Patrick. He bought these off of eBay. I pretty much just stuck them up. Lowest price that there was on there. I don't have a whole lot of attachment to Japanese booster packs, so I wasn't going to sell these, but then I had a giant sale come up. I was like, you know what? Or a giant purchase come up. I need to get this, and to do so, I need to sell some stuff. So I just threw up a few extra random things. So we got Mankey, Squirtle, Dark Jolteon. There's a really good one. Slowpoke, Dark Persian, Dark Flareon, maybe we get us a Grimer, Meowth, Ekans, we did not, and Dark Electrode. And then for his hollow, sleeve this bad boy up. We have Dark Arbok. Definitely not the big pull you want to get from Team Rocket, but it looked like the centering was really good. Like condition was really good too. It's probably got an easy shot at least a 9. Probably a good chance at a 10 too. Japanese cards are usually in really good shape. We'll do this one last just in case we can get that Lugia. Alright, here we go. Jungle. Alright, I got it right this time. Go ahead, sleeve this bad boy up. Got Bellsprout, Jigglypuff, Persian, Eevee, that's a good common, Paris, Gloom, Venonat, Pikachu, really nice, and Rhydon. And for the hollow we have Nidoqueen. Looks like we are rocking out on the grass Pokemon. I think I noticed a little something on one of the corners. That side looks good, the hollow looks good. Oh yeah, right there. Just a slight surface ding, but man, I don't even know if PSA would notice it. You'd have to look pretty tough. But I would say that I would put that one at a 9 because of that corner. But normally when I grade stuff, I'm usually as strict, if not more strict than PSA. Alright, here we go. Neo Genesis, the last pack for Patrick. I hope I'm getting his name right. But I only have one each of these packs, so once revealed it. That hollow off to the side. Alright, we have Sneasel. See, I wasn't sure about the Neo Genesis packs if they were guaranteed a hollow because I knew that there were rare non-hollows in there like this Sneasel. But now seeing that there's a rare right there, obviously, well, I hope that that's a hollow. We'll just have to see. Oddish, Ariados. We've got Mantine and Remoraid, Slowpoke, Xatu, Snubble, Totodile, and Miracle Berry. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Boom! Oh, we got the Lugia. Man, it was crazy because not too long ago, I'm talking just a few months ago, you get this PSA 10, $100, and now it is way more than that. I think people realize that was super undervalued. You got the 3 colors. You got the Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno with the yellow, red, and the blue. Then you got Lugia right there. Man, it's beautiful. Centering is off just a little bit. You can see it. It's got that smaller edge up top than bottom, but it's not too far off. Backside. Oh man, that looks beautiful. Centering looks a lot better on the backside, I think. What a pull. Start with Dark Arbok and end with Lugia. That's pretty sweet. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a few things. Let me know if you want to do anything with the charity event. Like I said, we're on lava right now, but probably by the time you guys see this, we'll be on to a new item. Just send me an email. We'll see where we're at. But hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out. Thanks.